YouTube, the second largest search engine since next to Google. Question is, are we using it right? What are you people searching for? Let's find out. Hello and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, the first show that invites you to be a live video guest on this show to talk about anything you want to talk about, topic of the day, current events, personal projects, or just to chew the fat. It's real easy. You see that little URL right there? There's another one in the description. Click that. You'll download Zoom. I'll see you come up here. I'll bring you on the show when I'm ready to talk about, I don't know, what are we going to do today? Let's talk about YouTube search engine. By the way, if that sounds fun to you, now's a good time to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss another episode. All right, so most of you who have been following me will know that this was born as an extension of a show I did not too long ago we did a search engine roulette. Excuse me one moment. Flash in the pan. Welcome back to the show, my friend. I still need you to email me, man. I talked about it last night. Drop me an email. The email address is right there. I just got some things I want to talk to you about if you don't mind. Anyway, so I did the show, and I called it search engine roulette. And what I did was I typed in certain phrases, basically the who, what, where, when, why, and how, just to see what would come up and see if we could use it as a subject matter. Well, I'm not opposed to continuing to do that, but that's not what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, well, actually, during that show, one of my viewers suggested that I look at a site that listed the top 100 searches on YouTube as of 2019. That was brilliant. I will show it to you now. It is right here. It's, of course, an Ahrefs blog. Ahrefs been around for a good long time. Oh, sorry about the highlighting there. And it talks about the top 100 YouTube searches. Well, that got me thinking, after reading some of those searches, what exactly are they are they hoping to show here? Well, it uncovered some truths, for lack of a better term. And some of that was habits. Habits always emerge when you look at patterns, especially as it relates to search engines. It could be Google, it could be Bing, it could be Alta Vista, like I mentioned before. I don't even know if they still exist. Could be DuckDuckGo, which is a good search engine, by the way. Keeps you anonymous. It doesn't start, collecting data about you and serving you ads. Not that I'm going to throw, some things under the bus right away. But it's a private one. But yeah, the search engines. Whenever you look at the results on search engines, you see all kinds of patterns. In this instance, what we're looking at is a search engine that's basically built around video content, and of course, sometimes not always. You would think sometimes that it is entirely video content, but that's not necessarily true. Some people will actually go to videos and get more of what they need out of the description box than they will out of the video itself, which is cool. But anyway, as I said, patterns will emerge, and patterns have been identified. Let's go back to this real fast. This is the top 100 queries in the U.S. Now, it's as of January 19th, which doesn't mean a whole lot because, you got to look at them as recently as possible. But I want to point to one in specifically the ASMR. And I can probably zoom in on this so you can see it better. Well, now, why does that have any significance whatsoever? Well, let me tell you. I did a show about ASMR just the other night. I think it was Monday, as a matter of fact. I don't want to go back into the fact that I'm a genius at ASMR. I mean, I totally mastered it. I've got other ideas for that. Yep, not going to go into that anymore. But you can see my raw talent there, can you not? I'm just asking you. Let me know in the comments below if if there's any sort of talent there. You may see it all. So yes, see, even flash in the pan. He noticed it as well. Well, that was me. That's the reason I did it. Now, back to the patterns. The funny part, like I said, the funny part about any search engine results is you're going to be able to identify patterns. It's inevitable. And what we see here, and I knew this even before I read. If I scroll all the way down past the 100, you see they wrote about it a little bit. But we go up to the top, we'll see a distinct pattern. If you look at number 2 and number 3, 4, 5, I don't count 6, but 7. Well, you can see that some of the highest searches performed as of January 19th, 2019 are what? Why, they're Google channels. That to me is somewhat remarkable. Not that there's a pattern, obviously, because there's a pattern in everything. But yeah, that's remarkable that it's actually YouTube channels that people are searching on. That tells me a couple of things. Well, first of all, let me explain to you how I saw YouTube in the beginning. Channels were just kind of there. It was like a it was like a MySpace for YouTube, right? You're after the content. You don't give two craps about channels. And then things changed. People started becoming entities. They started creating similar content, and the channels suddenly became very. Now I'm talking about the early days of YouTube. The channels suddenly became a big thing, right? That was not only, for lack of a better term, another homepage for you. I hate that term, homepage, but it was a place where you were able to stockpile, show off, promote, that sort of thing. All the video content that you're creating, and even to this day, if you go onto some of the YouTube helpers videos, they'll tell you to focus on a genre. Well, the channels are exactly the place you do it. So when you look at this, it's really no surprise because when people have interests and they find people they want to follow and subscribe to, like you do this channel, then they'll continually look for channels like that and people that they may not be able to identify necessarily with, but certainly people that that may be creating content that they'll enjoy, like this channel. And so now, I mean, the channels, I believe, are the creator of YouTube celebrities. That is what's brought their brand to a pinnacle, or at least to where it is today, right? And, I mean, look at PewDiePie. How many friggin' subscribers has he got? Like 80 million now. Some of these people are right on his tails. Now, I would never have heard of some of these people, like Rice Gum and and that sort of thing. And then you get into celebrities and that sort of thing. But there are so many people that I would have never heard of if it weren't for these search results driving the what's the landing page I'm missing. Hey, Justin Bennett, welcome to the program, my friend. And you, Champsworks. Champsworks is exactly right. Went from a video depository to an internet reality TV format is what he meant, and he's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. So each one of these celebrities I was just talking about, they've actually created the next. I mean, very much smaller scale, but the next CBS, the next ABC, the next Fox. They're all well. Okay, let's go beyond that. The next cooking channel, the QVC, the Food Network, the Outdoor News Network, all those sort of things. All of these people represent that exact same sort of entity, in a kind of a roundabout way, but they are the channel moniker is perfect for this because they are channels. Now you talk about having 1,000 channels on broadcast television, or not broadcast, but cable television, and nothing to watch. Good Lord, I don't have a good count for how many YouTube channels there are out there. I know someone does. I should probably look that up while I'm sitting here. I mean, Google is a verb for a reason. Let's just find out. What the hell? Okay. Number of YouTube channels. See, the real problem with asking this question is, of course, it's changing every single day. Not only are people creating new channels every day, but they also, well, this is bullshit. but there are a lot of channels that are scrub accounts, which means that people create them, that they might just use that as their post on live streams and in the comment section and whatnot. There's probably hundreds of thousands of those alone, and I can't find that because all it's telling me is top subscribed channels, and we all know who those are. In fact, you can go on the live page. Don't get me started. And you can find live streams that are showing, like the top 30 subscribed channels, and of course it's T-Series and PewDiePie always at the top. They're fighting it out, but they go all the way down to I don't know what the smallest one is. It's probably something ridiculous like 10 million subscribers, but but there are just hey, Swift TV, welcome aboard, my friend. But yeah, there's just I would say millions, and I really wish I could find a good source for that. Yeah, like I'm looking at one says here. I'll just cut to it. YouTube channel. Here's every available channel. Yeah, no, you're wrong. I'm sure of it. Here I said Google is a verb, and I used Bing. Yeah, so it's not really going to, I'm sure there are sources for it, and I'll find it later, but that's not the point of this program. The point of this program is how are we using the search engine, the largest search engine available to us in the video realm, and more. And I would say that we're not abusing it, of course, but we're just, well, let's look again. We're kind of abusing things. Oh, there's that try not to laugh again. There it is. That one, I could create a whole show out of that, and maybe I'll just talk about it here for a minute. How many of you have visited a try not to laugh channel and found yourself not laughing more than laughing? Yeah. yeah, me too. Problem is that it's a great buzzword, and since 2.3 million people have searched on it, I don't know what the time frame. Let's find out the time frame on this. It doesn't say whether it's. Yeah, I really want to know what the time frame on this is. It doesn't say, but anyway, you know that even if it's for a month or a year, 2.3 million searches is a shit ton of searches, and the reason people will create those videos is not because they really want to try to make you not laugh. It's because they know people will be looking for that. So you find a lot of crap that's put together. Abuse indeed. I find that most times those videos are not funny at all. It's very rare that I run into a try not to laugh video, and I don't look at a lot of them, but it is extremely rare that I look in, or I find one of those, and the thumbnail talks me into clicking on it, and it's like, no. I get pratfalls, I get, I get stupid cat and dog videos, but the ones you found are just not funny, dude. So, okay, enough of that. But anyway, when you think about things like that, here are the three sections that I've outlined thus far. The first one, and I think first and foremost, are very popular, and we'll scroll down here. Are very popular ASMR not included, but you can see a whole slew of very popular YouTube channels that people are searching for. Then you find some celebrities. We've got Stephen Colbert, we've got John Oliver, Shane Dawson, Taylor Swift, Joe Rogan. Now Joe Rogan's kind of an outlier because his channel is huge as well, but he's still a celebrity. I loved him. I was one of the biggest fans of news radio that there was. Then you've got some that are well. There's Ariana Grande, Rick and Morty. Yeah, these are your celebs. And mixed into this, you'll find a whole lot of weird things. This is funny. I'm just gonna. What do I want to do tonight? I don't know. Let's search documentary. I'm in the mood for a documentary. Let's just find out what that's all about. Oh, this one pisses me off. Here. If you look just a few below documentary, you get Peppa Pig, and not that I'm against Peppa Pig. I don't want you to think that. Oh man, I wish mine was. Swift TV says my channel is at #1. Oh, I wish it was, man. I wish it was. But then again, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. By the way, the video lines are open. I just coined that. Feel free to use it in relationship to the show. But it is open. And remember, folks, all you have to do is type in that number. Now, this URL. Now, this URL is only available when we're live, and that's for a very specific reason. When I go off the air and you're watching this as YouTube uploads it and processes it, you won't be faced with waiting for a meeting that will never happen. This one will literally tell you that that there is no show there. So. Or no meeting there. So I'm not against Peppa the Pig. Let me finish what I was saying. So that Peppa the Pig, the thing that ticks me off about that is, and you guys all know how I feel about the live channel. And speaking of which, they even talk about the live channel. They said it was so popular that that YouTube created their live channel. Let me see if I can find this. You guys getting vertigo yet? Oh, where is it? Nope. I gotta find it. There's just a wealth of information here. Where is that live? Ah, crap. Maybe I'll find out while I'm talking about it. But anyway, on the live channel, and again, you guys know exactly how, I know, right? You guys know exactly how I feel about that live channel and how broken it is. I don't know how many times I've written them telling them to separate the live streams out in categories. And for the love of all that is holy, will you please separate long form live streams like the 24/7s into their own damn category, the extended live streams like over 3 hours into their own damn categories, so that people can see what other content is available. How can you miss that, YouTube? I mean, there are people here with stats, and let me find that because it's very interesting. They even said that. Okay, duh. I scrolled right past it. They said that speaking of live videos, it looks like millions of people are watching live TV on YouTube. CNN Live, Fox News Live, and Simply Live each get millions of searches per month. Live videos are so popular, in fact, that YouTube now has dedicated channel for live streams. Yep. And you saw it. Go back to that real fast. You see they're pointing right to the live. If you type in live into the YouTube search bar, that icon will come up first. That page. You click right to that channel, boom, and you get the same crap that I've been complaining about for 2 months now. Yeah, and I don't mind that people. Swift TV says people who do 24/7 live streams are weird because I'm not doing one. I'm not saying that it's weird. I'm saying that it deserves its own category. I don't have any problem against 24/7 live streams. In fact, I think they provide a service. You remember last night, I was actually, I hope I make the live channel. I've been trying for months, but um, I was just saying, I was just doing my show last night about the State of the Union address, and I was watching what is essentially a 24/7 live channel. I think it's fantastic. A lot of people get their news that way. They'll just go to a traditional broadcast channel, and they'll be watching that live on YouTube as though it were broadcast or cable television. I got no problem with that at all. In fact, do it, go for it, create one. But when I look at the current live streams and it's clogged up with Peppa the Pig that's on 24/7, rotating the same shows over and over, that's why I get so upset about it because I'm not saying that I deserve a place there at all. I mean, when you think about all the uhs and the hacks and the burps and the ramblings and the farts and the gripes and everything that I throw out there, I may not even deserve to be there. but that's not the point. Point is, as a user experience expert from long ago, I know that that's a hideous way to segment your content, especially since YouTube's own tools allows you to categorize your videos into several different things. I'd have to go in there, but there's entertainment, education. Well, you don't see entertainment or education on any one of those playlists, and the rest of them as well. And I keep thinking, why? Why wouldn't you do that? If you're YouTube, if you're asking me to, I know, or those stupid cows that keep changing color, or what's the other one? The Eagle Watch. Okay, have your 24/7 Eagle Watch, but put it in its own 24/7 playlist. That's all I'm asking. But YouTube, if you're going to ask us to categorize our live stream videos, then why are you not displaying them that way? Someone please help me argue this with YouTube. It's frustrating. Really, Jim? Is it frustrating? Like you couldn't tell from that rant, right? Okay. So, yeah, so there's that. At any rate, what do you guys think? Do you think the search engine is being utilized correctly? I'm going to find out because thanks to Champworks Garage, hey, TTF Train, which you changed your name, dude. TTF Train is now Train Vlogs. Awesome. Sup, dude? Sup? Oh, yeah, I should. Yep. Oh, man. Super Bowl live stream. Swift TV clickbaited Super Bowl live stream. See, that's the way to do it. And I tend to be a little goofy in my thumbnails and my titles. I try not, and I don't want to be clickbaity, but at the same time, I want views, and that's such a struggle. Am I right? So, uh, in fact, when I was doing research to find out if this channel was even viable, what did I do? I think I just did a search on video call-in shows, and oh boy, did I find a lot of weird things. Most of it was in Indians, and we're talking about Dot Not Feather, that has a whole lot of channels, and you know what they do? It's funny as hell. They'll do these vertical video live streams. I don't know what they're talking about because I don't understand the language, which is okay, but it's funny to read their titles because somehow they'll try to squeeze boob in there. Well, wow, squeeze boob. They'll try to fit the word boob in there. For what reason? I'll never know. But of course, I had to watch a few. No, kidding. I literally had to watch a few to see if they were doing what I was planning on doing. And as it turns out, there were no boobs. There were no boobs. Well, I mean, maybe there were some women that had boobs in there, but nothing like that. Uh, yeah, train vlogs. I'm gonna have to get used to that now. Do I have to change? Do I have to change my thumbnails? Oh, yeah, I know. It was like watching the toilet bowl. Defensive games are fun for football players, but for the spectators, they kind of suck. They really kind of suck. And what does a train vlog says? He says, yeah. They also say they don't choose who gets on the trending page yet. Shane Dawson's get 10. Shane Dawson's gets 10 million views in less than 24 hours, but he was nowhere on trending. I know, right? They're broken. Somebody said in the and if you're watching tonight, let me know. But somebody in the comments said that or the chat said that I should do a whole video on what's wrong with YouTube, and he's right. It'll take a little bit of research, and that's tough for me to do. I am extraordinarily busy at the moment. My subject matter, as you know, is ad hoc. It really is rigged. It's got to be rigged. I don't know how they get so much exposure, and some people that because occasionally you find a small YouTube channel pop up on your recommendations, and you'll watch it if it's enticing. You think, damn, why didn't this guy have more subscribers like this channel, and why aren't more people watching it like this channel, and that's really good content like this channel. So I'm always perplexed as why YouTube or why they don't get the exposure that some of these big ones do. I mean, you go to PewDiePie video, and yeah, he's got a shit ton of subscribers, but before you're even notified, he's already got thousands, if not tens of thousands, of views and likes and all that. And I'm thinking, I don't know am I off the beaten path here? Is my connection not what I think it is? I know it's pretty good because normally when I do a speed test, I'm at 100 download and about 30 35 up. So, which is fine for streaming, but apparently not for notifications. YouTube, hello, what are you trying to do to me here? So I have and Justin Bennett's he's right. He says quality content, and it is about quality content, and it is about getting traction with the right kind of people. Um, and I've already relegated myself to just ride this out. Get on every night when I can, and talk to folks like wonderful folks like have been come aboard here late, which is unbelievably fantastic. I mean, that's one of those things when I started out, I was like, what am I going to do when I actually have people listening to what I'm saying? Well, I got to say better stuff. So I'm trying to say better stuff. I'm trying to stay more entertaining. I'm just trying to have a good time. And hopefully when you guys are watching, you'll have a good time. By the way, the video lines are still open. Now see, I've got to trademark that line. So that's all your guys' fault. I'm just going to blame it on you. And remember, if you're watching this as not a subscriber, maybe after processing, that you don't have to come on video. I mean, if a face and voice and intellect like this can go on, so can you. But if you'd rather just come on audio, that's cool too. It just means that you don't turn your camera on when you log in with Zoom. So, and we've had some really good guests of late. Sonia, she's becoming a regular when she has time. I have several people that come on a regular basis. TTF Train, also known as Train Vlogs or Vlogs. Was that right? Train Vlogs. Justin Bennett flashing your pan. Mia Rodriguez was on Swift TV. There's a whole host of people. Champworks Garage that have been very consistent in coming back and watching the show. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, guys. I really really do. Not me though. Did I not say Swift TV? Of course I appreciate you, man. Am I in beast mode, or do you want me to go in beast mode? I thought I was in beast mode a minute ago. You know, anytime you get me going on stuff that pisses me off, especially if it might be YouTube created, I go right into beast mode. Oh, see, there's another one of those entertainment gems you just don't get everywhere. Oh, well, let's go back to the searches and just find out, because now it's the time that you get to hear me ramble and try to cobble together more subjects. See, here's the idea, and here's the idea. Along with that guideline that I gave, flash in your pan, um, you're not allowed to create visuals in the chat room unless you come on. Oh, and we have Swift. Swift. Are you coming on? Are you going to come on audio only? I will unmute you, my friend.
Hello?
Just a second, my friend. It's going to be audio only.
Yeah. Yeah, webcam is not.
You might want to get closer to your microphone.
Alright. Is this good?
Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful.
Alright.
All right. Well, how are you, my friend? What brings you to the show tonight?
I'm good. Just got bored, so decided to call.
Got bored and decided to call. If that's not high praise, I don't know what is. No, really, I appreciate it. We can just chat. Was any of my little diatribe there, was I off in any way?
No, I think you're pretty accurate.
Well, I really should try to stay off the soapbox. I don't know. It's a tough thing to do for me, but you know, uh, what can I say? I have to think of things to say. So a lot of times it's going to be
Yeah.
soapbox material. Were you the one that said that you saw me um, on the live channel? Is that right?
um, Not too sure.
No? Okay.
Hmm.
I thought maybe it was you. Because I check occasionally, and of course I've got to check with a channel that's kind of separate from this one, and I haven't seen it. I have checked it with this channel, and of course it's going to show it to me because it believes that I want to see it on the live channel. It's like, duh, it's me. But I'm hoping someone from the outside can go look at the live. Well, you can't be a subscriber to the channel. Just go out and look and see if I'm even showing up on the live stream or on the live channel.
I'll look at it. What is it called?
Just type in live into the YouTube search bar and choose the first channel that comes up. Should be the antenna with the waves, kind of like my guy over here. And then I don't know where it would be. It would probably be down near the bottom where they have not webcam, but the other one. Oh no, it would be webcam. I think it would classify it as webcam because they don't have an entertainment section. I'm sorry, soapbox again. Angry old man. I keep telling you guys, I'm gonna just throw up a picture of the sky one time and just start yelling at clouds. Those those of you that are Simpsons fans will get that one.
Did you watch the Super Bowl? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah, I did. I did. And did you hear my comment on it a bit ago? What
I don't know.
I just said, football players love defensive games because nobody runs away from anyone, but it's kind of hard to watch for the fans because there's no scoring excitement. What did you
Yeah.
think?
Um, since when I played football, I was on offense, so I just like offense more. So it was to me, it was
Mm,
boring, but
yeah.
the kickers had the punters.
Yeah, I don't think you were alone on that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, a punter's game. Oh, and who roots for the punter unless it's a game winner, right? Punter or kicker.
Basically.
Well, did you look me up yet, or are you probably
Yeah,
you're subscribed, I
I'm
think.
looking right now.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
You try to do everything right. You try to answer all the folks that comment because people have legitimate questions. I try to pay attention to those. You try to consistently broadcast or because every time you broadcast, it processes and becomes a video creation. So and I'm talking all over YouTube. I try to look at the comments as I run past them, and if I can help, I help. I don't comment to promote the show. I just comment so I can help, and I've done that a lot on Reddit and that sort of thing. But it's like no traction from
Yeah.
those avenues. It's okay. It's not like I'm going to stop doing it.
So when I looked up live, I didn't see it,
Hmm.
but when I looked up video call live on the account, I'm not subscribed to you. Like I never use this account. You're the third one up there. So
Oh, when you do a search for what?
when I typed in video call live,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. But that's
yeah,
just in the search engine. That's just in the engine bar. That's not on the live page, right?
no, that's just the search engine. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that some of my tags are telling me for some of the things that are wrapped around the show that I'm starting to show up, or at least rank high on those searches. Not that there are a great deal of searches. I haven't looked into that yet, but that's kind of encouraging. That's kind of encouraging. I'm like I keep saying, I'm in it for the long haul, man. I like getting people like you on to just talk and well, do things like this. Look at my popularity. Oh God, how narcissistic have I become? Stop me. So, you're White Casewood, right?
yeah. I just changed
Oh,
my
okay, okay.
name.
Yeah, you and I see. I'm going to call him TTF Train Vlogs. Same thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you back on the show, man. What's changed since the last time we talked? Anything?
Um,
I mean,
not
besides you
really.
being
No.
bored. That was kind of a
Yeah,
late
not
breaking
really.
thing, right? No?
Busy. That's about it.
Oh, man. Busy is good, right? Busy
Yeah.
keeps you, yeah, busy keeps you out of trouble, I think. Keeps,
It could also get you in trouble though.
what? You move away from your mic. What'd you
Like
say?
it could also get you in trouble if you're doing
Yeah.
not the best
Yeah,
things.
you're right about that. You're right about that. But, the key is to keep a level head on your shoulders and not allow that to happen.
Yeah.
Justin Bennett loves the mug. Um, I'm thinking of putting these together. I'm not going to do the giveaway for subscribers or anything like that. I may just randomly choose of my subscribers for fun and send out a coffee mug or two. They're good for Coke too. That's exactly what I'm drinking out of this one, which is so weird for me. But you don't drink coffee, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
I don't drink warm coffee. I like iced coffee.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now is that well, have you ever had hot coffee?
Yeah.
And
I have.
how do the two compare? Because I have my own opinion of cold coffee, and I'm interested to find out how you think they compare.
Well, for me, mainly, like I like the taste of hot coffee. It's just I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sensitive mouth, I guess, and
Ah.
I just don't really like the heat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of unusual
Same
because
with
I know a lot of people who.
hot chocolate.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Same with hot chocolate too. I don't really like get too hot.
Oh, wow. Wow. That must be a unique kind of sensitivity. It's not a tooth sensitivity, is it?
No, it's not my tooth. It's more so when I my throat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard that before. Most most people that don't like hot coffee and they like iced coffee is because they don't like the taste of hot Joe as it is.
Yeah.
Now I'm exactly the opposite. I love straight up coffee. Just love it. Mountain Dew is my coffee. Champworks Garage says Mountain Dew is my coffee. But I'm did I say I love my coffee? But I can't do iced coffee. I just can't do it. Even if my coffee gets cold in here, I can't do it, and I certainly won't do any of the sweet stuff. So I I can't. I so can't relate, dude. I so can't relate. And believe me, after having been in the military, you learn what bad coffee is, and when it's the only game in town, you deal with it. I remember this vividly. They had this huge four burner stove. It was like a propane stove, but it was huge. It was probably the size of I don't know, probably 4 foot in diameter, and it laid on the ground. And they would put these huge pots on each one of these burners, and they would dump 5 gallon cans of instant coffee into those into water in those tubs, and they would stir it with whatever wooden implement they could find, whether it was an oar, a stick that they picked up out of the woods. It could even been a tent post, and then they would serve it to the troops. This is when you're out in the field.
That's
Now,
that's
now
cool. That's cool.
that's coffee that'll make you a man. I'm here to tell you. Yeah, if you can endure that. So I come from very, very good coffee and really, really bad coffee. You want to know what else is? Go ahead. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh no, no.
No.
But
Um, I don't mean to ramble, but last thing about coffee for me is funny part about that is I hate Starbucks coffee. I absolutely hate the taste of Starbucks coffee, even after that military coffee. So there, you know a little bit more about me.
wow, I love Starbucks coffee.
You what? Oh, you love Starbucks coffee?
I love it.
But the cold stuff, right?
Yeah, not the real
Yeah.
coffee, the fake coffee,
Yeah. Fake coffee.
cappuccino.
I don't know if it's fake. It's just a different temperature and it's got ice in it and probably some other things in there, but I don't know if it's fake. I'm going to
No
give you the
extra
benefit of the
egg.
doubt on that one. Oh, so what do we talk about now, Swift?
I don't know.
Um, I want to know more about your hobbies and stuff, I guess. You seem to be on YouTube quite a bit. What's going on with that?
Um, I really don't post much. The things I do post is just like edits of because I edit montages for people, like I've said in the past.
Sure,
So
sure.
that's the most I do. Really, is just upload the edits I do.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, then I would guess that your hobby would include video editing, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Of the video production stuff that I do, editing might be my least favorite. So I may tap you for for some of that stuff that I'd like to contract out. I love producing it. Don't get me wrong. It's the editing that I don't.
It's the opposite for me.
Yeah, yeah. See, we make a good team, man. Make a good team. Oh, yeah. Flashing your pan is in my camp on that coffee, man. He doesn't like Starbucks either. Seattle's best. He's right about that. Seattle's best does have some good Joe. Um, and I honestly like. And we're back on coffee. I'm sorry, but I honestly like Dunkin' Donuts is a pretty good, fast food for lack of a better term, coffee. Uh, but forget about that. So, let me ask you this, Swift TV. I'm sorry, YK Swift. What's your favorite video editor? Your editing software.
Um, Probably for different things, I use different. So if I'm making more of a
Can't hear you.
relaxed type of like, if I'm making like a video for, say, a vlog or for a friend, then I would
Uh huh.
probably use Adobe Premiere. But
Mm,
if it's
hmm.
like for gaming, then I would probably use Sony Vegas or
Oh, okay, okay.
X. That's
Or
usually what I
what?
do. Adobe After Effects.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm much better at After Effects than I'm Premiere, so I hear you there. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried DaVinci?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out. If you can find your way around Premiere and After Effects more appropriately, you'll probably he's getting away from his mic flashing your pan. I've told
Here, I
him that.
could turn my mic up.
Oh, you're good right there, wherever you were just there. But
Okay.
yeah, if you dig After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, you'll fit right into that, and it may be a little bit more powerful, especially on the color correction side. In fact, I know it's more powerful on the color correction side um, than After Effects. Plus, um, if you don't decide to go full bore, which you don't really need to for all the effects and the wonderful things that it includes, it's free. Adobe's not free. At least the
No,
later ones aren't. It's subscription based, which I hate. But
I got it for free,
so,
but we're not gonna talk
oh,
about
did
that.
you? Oh, you got loud there for a minute. Um,
Yeah, I don't know why it
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
doing that.
I don't either. I'm having to ride you pretty hard on the mixer over here.
I know.
That's okay.
I just have to
Are
keep it up.
you listening with headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Usually it doesn't do that when you listen to the headphones. When you don't, your speakers usually battle with your microphone quite a bit. That I usually see that most often. Yeah, but give DaVinci a try if you
Yeah. Go
if
look at
you
her.
have some time, man. I think you'll enjoy it. I really do. I know I do, and I come from a long line of more After Effects than Premiere. So,
Yeah.
but nowadays I use almost exclusively DaVinci Resolve for my editing capability or my editing tasks, and I think you would enjoy it. Yes, it is a free editing program. Flash in your pane. You're absolutely correct, and it's a good one. It really is. Like I said, if you really want to get in deep, you can work all kinds of color correction on your video clips, and there's a lot of effects that are included. There is a lot of third-party effects that you can buy, like in bundles, to do all kinds of cool stuff. Champworks Garage is a fan. He uses DaVinci, he says. In fact, I think I turned him on to that. So, but if you're comfortable with Premiere and After Effects, there's nothing wrong with those. I mean, they're top of the line as well. It's just when you go to pay the subscription price for them, you'll go, hey, this DaVinci stuff looks pretty cool. So, what else do you do for fun?
I do soccer. I'm on the soccer team. I used to do
At school?
football. Yeah.
Hmm.
I used to do
Okay.
basketball
Hmm.
and cross country, but I don't know. I kind of just stuck to soccer.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, an athlete in school. There's another thing to keep you out of trouble is being an athlete in school. No, I'm serious. I think I've gotten into even more trouble if I wasn't into football, wrestling, and motorcycles. I was racing motocross when I was in high school,
Oh, nice.
and that kept me out of probably more than I got into. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
So stay in sports, man. And not only that, I don't know what they're doing nowadays. Hopefully, they're actually trying to get the best out of you, and it's not an every everyone gets a trophy sort of thing. But
No.
yeah, it really does a lot to prepare you for life later on.
Yeah. Well,
And we never did
I
ask.
gotta wake up.
We never did.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were saying something. Um, but did we ever find out where what state you're in? I don't want to know the city
I
or
live in
anything like that.
Texas.
Oh, in Texas. Good old
Yeah.
Texas. Um, southern or northern part or mid?
Houston's Southern.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Small town
So you're
outside of
getting
Houston.
yeah. So you get the better weather on the northern end.
Very mixed up weather. Like last week it was cold. This week is hot. The week before that it was hot. Very
Well,
random here.
define cold as it is in Houston.
Um. Well, for me, I've lived in Indiana. I've lived in Arizona. So for me, cold is usually around 40 to 50, low 50s.
Well, when you're in Indiana, that wasn't cold.
No, I went there in the summer,
Oh, I see. I see.
fall,
So
summer, fall.
are you an original Texan, or did you were you born somewhere else?
I was born in Arizona.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's a place unless you go up in the mountains, you don't see snow much. But
Do
yeah.
you know
Oh,
where
very
Tipton,
cool though.
Indiana is, or uh,
Sure.
Arcadia? I think it was called Arcadia.
I know where Arcadia is. Yep. Cicero's up there.
Yeah,
Just
that's where
all
I
south of Kokomo.
lived for.
For how
Yeah, I
long?
went because my mom has a traveling job, and she went there, and so I
Oh,
went
okay. Okay.
there for the summer. Yeah,
Cool. Did you like it? Be honest.
yeah, it's really pretty, honestly.
Good. You didn't
Not a
you didn't
lot
have
to
to
do
you didn't
there
have
compared to the city, but it's pretty.
yeah, that does get kind of rural up there in the Tipton area. Compared to like Indy. Yeah. But hell, I used to work up there. If you were up there, you probably heard of Noblesville. You weren't too far away from Noblesville.
Yeah, Noblesville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. I worked there for a few years, and Tipton, Cicero, Westfield, all of those were in my purview. So I got to spend a lot of time in those little towns.
man. To me though, the best memory from Indiana is all the fairs they have.
Oh
All
yeah.
the Yeah, it's really fun. Especially
Yeah, it's still
Tipton.
big.
That one was really That was a really fun one.
Really, really. I had no idea
Yeah.
Tipton had a big to do. Oh, well, of course I knew they had a fair, but probably the county and the city. But what did they do in Tipton fair that was you think unique or made it fun?
Um, Unique in Indiana wise, or like unique in across the country?
Well, I think you have the experience to say across the country, but if you wanted to
Well,
go ahead.
for countries, what I found really unique is the pride in the animals in the like I forgot what they call it up there. Well, in Texas they call it 4-H. I'm
It's
pretty sure
4-H
it's the
here
same.
too. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
natural national organization.
Yeah. Okay. So, They like from the difference from down here where I live and up there in
Hmm.
Arizona is just completely different. They have a lot of pride in
Hmm.
their animals.
Really? I had no idea that that would have been that much difference in the same organization. That's pretty cool to know.
Yeah.
I know you're right because even at the state fair, which is right in the middle of Indianapolis. Well, not in the middle, a little bit northeast, but even there, the animals play a huge role in that fair still to this day. Now, I'm no spring chicken, as you've heard me say several times on this show. Nor is my wife. We're only like less than a year apart, and that's the only reason she likes to go is to go see the animals every single year.
Also,
I
one
kid
thing
her.
that
Oh, go ahead.
uh, I just can't help but mention up there they call it like funnel cakes, or up there they call it elephant ears. That's what I heard when I was
Those
up
are
there. But down here they're called funnel cakes. And like
they're still.
hearing it go ahead.
Oh well, I think you missed. Maybe they do in Tipton, but even Indiana, there are two separate things. The funnel cakes are like the squeezed out dough that's deep fried, and the other ones are like the plates with brown sugar on them. Those are the elephant ears. So they're separate, at least in the center or Indianapolis and the surrounding counties.
It might be like that in Tipton. I just always thought they were the same. They taste the same to me.
Mm, they do kind of
But
taste the
like
same. The sugar's
down
a
here
little
there's
different.
no elephant ears.
Yeah, yeah. Now, which do you prefer, funnel cakes or elephant ears?
I'm gonna have to go with funnel cakes.
Ah, me too. I'm going to add that to my lightning round. I'm putting together a I'm putting together like a 5 question lightning round, and I think that one's going to make it because nobody's going to expect it. Well, you will now, but alongside how long's a battleship, true or false, and what time is it, yes or no. But real questions in addition to that. You think that's a good idea?
Yeah. I feel like that would be a good idea. Yeah.
I can't wait for people to try to answer those. Maybe I'll have you back on, and you'll be the first. You'll be my guinea pig on those five lightning round questions. We'll just see how well they go
Maybe.
or how poorly they go. It could go awful. At this point, it's all a crapshoot. Oh, let's go to the
Well,
chat for a minute. Champworks and Flash in the Pan are in a heated discussion about Indiana, which is cool.
sadly, I have to go because I have to run track in the morning for
Oh,
getting in
that's
shape.
that's cool, dude. That's cool, dude. We're coming up on an hour, and I like to keep these to about an hour every night. It tends not to drag on too long, and it leaves people with wanting more the next night. So, no, good luck in your track meet tomorrow, man, and thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. And
Oh, you're
hopefully I'll
welcome.
be on tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll be looking for you in the chat.
All right.
You have a good one.
You too.
All right. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. YK Swift, also known as Swift. I didn't get his lower third up there. My apologies, but thanks so much for coming on the show. That's always fun. Always fun talking to folks that enjoy what we're trying to do here. And for me, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Like I said, I was not kidding when I told him that I like to keep these to about an hour. If one of these days we'll do some let's call them. Hey, let's really screw up the live algorithm and just do a marathon one of these nights. All right, but I'll let you know when that's going to happen. But for now, I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. Looks like we had some great discussions in the chat box there in the live stream chat. you guys were great, and I so appreciate you joining me. Make sure that that while you do, if you enjoyed this, I know these guys did. If you were watching this after it's recorded and you enjoyed it and you like where this is going, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell. That's all I'm going to say about it tonight. And like and comment. I'll answer any questions that you may have or address any concerns you may have about the show. But for now, let me leave you with this. Always treat others the way you want to be treated, and the world will be a better place. With that, I will bid you farewell, and we'll see you live. Thanks, folks.